Hello friends, I am Dr.Ashwin Dobariya. Welcomes you to Programming in C practical video series. In this video we will discuss a left aligned triangle, but in that we will display a symbol. And in this video we will discuss the general program. General program means as per the user choice how many lines you want to display and which character triangle you want to display. This kind of code we will discuss in this video. So let's start the journey of this triangle programs. In this video we will see, for example, your input symbol is at the rate, and your choice is suppose you have entered a 5 lines, then it will display the output of 5 lines of input symbols like at the rate. So it become a general. Suppose if you enter a dollar symbols and you enter a 10 number over here, then it will display the 10 lines of dollar symbol. So how we can make this kind of general programs which will display the symbol? Let's start the logics. As we know that friends, in a left aligned triangle generally we think about two major for loop. First for loop, outer loop, that is depends for the number of lines. So in this triangle, suppose you want to display 5 lines, it means the outer counter variable will initialize starting from 1 and I less than n. Here n means that we will ask the user at the runtime, right? Enter the number of lines that you want to print. So here n is a variable which indicates the total number of lines that the user wants to print, and then I plus plus. Suppose right now I want to print only 5 lines, then the value of n is equal to 5. So here it will display the 5 lines. Now very important is inner loop. We know that in the first line we want to display only one symbol. In second line we want to display 2 symbol. It means the inner loop counter variable like a j, that will start from 1 and it will end to 1 because we want to print only 1. Then in second line j will start from 1 and it will end 2 because 2 symbol we want to print. Similarly, in third line we want to execute inner loop 3 times, so starting from 1 to 3. Similarly, fourth line starting from 1 to 4 and fifth line 1 to 5. So if we analyze the counter variable, inner counter variables, then it will start from 1. So j is equal to 1, and see the ending limit is depend on the outer variable or outer counter variable. So here we can mention j is equal to 1, j less than I, whatever line number is there, and j plus plus. After that we want to print a character that is entered by the user. So that we will store in separate variable, and the variable name is ch character type. Here for understanding I have fixed the at the rate symbol, but we will see practically how we can change this symbol. And once the line will be printed, after that we want to move the cursor to the next line. So for that we have mentioned /n. So this is the overall logic of this. Let's just see the step-by-step execution of this program. So when we execute this program, then the cursor display at the top left corner, and the first time I is equal to 1, then condition becomes true. But suppose here I want to display only 5 lines, so I less than or equal to 5. Then inner loop, j will start from 1, j less than or equal to I means 1. So it means this loop will execute only one time. So it will display the character first, j is equal to 1, it display the character at the rate, cursor move to the next position, then next time j increment by 1, j becomes 2, but this condition become false, 2 less than 1, it condition become false. So cursor is at the near position on the same line. So here this loop will terminate and the control move to the /n. So when the /n execute, the cursor position will move to the next line. Then I becomes 1, I increment by 1, so I becomes 2. Now inner loop j start from 1 and j less than or equal to I, means this loop will execute 2 times. So j is equal to 1, print at the rate symbol, again j increment by 1, it becomes 2, again condition becomes true, it will display at the rate symbol, again j is increment by 1, now j becomes 3, so this condition become false. Then see the cursor, again it will execute the /n, so cursor move to the next line. After that I increment by 1, so I become 3, condition becomes true. Then j start from 1, so it means 1 2 3, it means this loop will execute 3 times, so it will display 3 at the rate symbol. So j is equal to 1, display at the rate symbol, again j increment by 1, j become 2, display at the rate symbol, again j become 3, condition becomes true, it display at the rate symbol. Now when the j become 4, this condition become false, then the cursor control move to the next line /n, so it move to the next line. Again I increment by 1, it become 4, then inner loop j start from 1, j less than 4, it means this loop will execute 4 times, so it will display 4 at the rate symbol over here step by step. So in that way, here once j become 5, this condition become false, then cursor move to the next line. And finally when I increment by 1, it means I become 5, then j start from 1 up to 5, it means it will execute 5 times and display the 5 at the rate symbol. So this is the internal execution steps. Now let's we see the practicals in a Turbo C. So here we want to display this kind of triangle, the total number of line and input symbol will be entered by the users, right? So for this program we require to include 2 header files. Now in main function, here we require total 3 variable, I for outer variable, counter variable, j for inner loop counter variable, and n is the choice, how many lines we want to print, and which character, which symbol we want to print, that symbol will store in this ch variable and that is declared as a character. Then clear screen, remove the old output. Then first we'll ask the user enter total line for triangle, how many lines we want to print. Suppose I want to print 10 lines, then 10 will be stored into n variable. Then the next we will ask the user enter a character or a symbol that you want to display in a triangle, and here scanf %c %ch, then it will store in that. Here I have used a f-flush function over here. What is the use of that? See friends, whenever you are taking a input of a single character, generally what's happen, if you do not mention this statement, what happen, suppose you enter a data in the previous scanner, for example 10, and you press the enter, so it will automatically scan in this character. So before entering the data, if this function will clear the buffer, so it will not directly store the enter over here, and it will not skip this input statements, right? So for clear the buffer we are using this f-flush. You can also do the practicals. If you do not mention this, then what will happen? Now as per our discussion, the logic is I is equal to 1, I less than n means total number of line. Then inner loop will start from j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus, and to print the character that is entered by the user /n. So this is the general logic. If I execute this program, suppose I want to print 10 lines of at the rate symbol, then you enter at the rate, so it display like this. Suppose if I run the same programs and I want to print 15 lines of dollar for example, then it will print the dollar symbol. So even you can also print like I want to print a 0, then it display the 0 like this. Even any character you also can repeat over here 10, and I want to repeat a capital, then in that way. So I hope friends you understood the logic, and whatever source code we have discussed over here, this source code link I have given in the description part of this video, so you can download these source codes and you can do the practicals. So I hope friends you enjoy these videos and understood the logic how we can write, and in a upcoming video, in a next video, we will discuss again a character triangle, but these character will be displayed according to the input string. So suppose if I input my name Ashwin, then it will display the triangle form like that, A, AS, ASHW. So this kind of program we'll discuss in the next video. And in this video description part, I have mentioned all the theory and practical video links for your reference. And if you have any suggestions or a feedback, please mention in a comment part of this video. So please friend, like this video, share with your friends, and for getting the updates of upcoming video, please subscribe this video channel. Thank you friend. Thank you very much.